Welcome to another ICP update. So it looks like we are still in a second wave move down right here. At first I thought this was an ABC structure, and the structure looked complete to me, but I don't think that's the case anymore, and it looks like we have another ABC structure, and I'm not sure if we are done with this because, the RSI is not oversold anymore. When it was oversold, it was pretty much at the exact same price, so this is not really a good sign, and this most likely means that we will get another low and maybe get to the 0.618 extension right here before we actually start going up. We might even go to the 0.786 extension, and it's not going to be that good if we go to that level because we will be very close to invalidating this right here. And if we invalidate this 1-2 setup, then there's also the chance that we will invalidate this 1-2 setup. I will talk about this very soon. Now, let's say we do go in a third wave to the upside after we get another low. If we want a third wave move to the upside, which is this third wave of this 1-2 setup, then this third wave needs to get to at least the 200% extension right here, which is at $11.40.8. The 1.618 level is only on the chart, so you know where you can expect resistance. But the minimum target, like I said, is this right here. Then after we get that third wave, which by the way should be in 5 waves, so it should be something like this. After that happens, and I don't know if it will happen, that's speculation, and the price could break down at any moment. But if we get that, then after that you can expect a fourth wave, and after the fourth wave we will most likely get a fifth wave, and that fifth wave should get to at least this 200% extension right here, which is at $11.63, and that is the 200% extension of this 1-2 setup. Now in this 1-2 setup we only went up in 3 waves in the first wave, which it's not the best, but it can be considered a first wave move, so I guess that's fine. And we did go up in an ABC structure in the second wave move down, and to me that second wave looks pretty complete, but there's also the possibility that maybe this second wave right here is not done, and maybe this is a much larger ABC structure, which that would not be the best, because that means we would need to get another low in the second wave move down, and that would not look the best. We will also be very close to invalidating the 1-2 setup, so even though this can be possible, I don't want to see that happening. But let's say we do get a third wave move to the upside, and that third wave gets to at least $11.63. After that, we will be above the bull market support band, and by the way, we have been rejected by the bull market support band multiple times. We got rejected here, here, and here. Well, not here. And at some point we need to get back above it. Also we got rejected right here, and the best time to get back above it, in my opinion, is right now, because I believe the second wave move down is in the main second wave right here, and I don't think we need another low. Now let's say we get that third wave. After that you can expect a fourth wave, and then a fifth wave, and that fifth wave, which is this one right here, the green one, should get to at least $16.17, and that's also the 200% extension of this 1-2 setup, and that will complete the third wave of this 1-2 setup. Then after that you can expect a fourth wave move down, and then a fifth wave move up, and once we get these 5 waves, I will be able to confirm that the main second wave right here is actually in. Until then, this is just going to be noise, and there's always the possibility that we get another low before we start going up. And like I said many times in my previous videos, getting another low would not be bearish because we are still far away from the invalidation point, which is at $2.81, so we could theoretically go down another, let's say 60% from here, and we would be fine, as long as we stay above $2.80. If we get below $2.80, that means we will put in another bear market low, and that would not be the best thing because Bitcoin is currently, it's almost at all-time highs, and ICP putting in bear market lows when Bitcoin is at all-time highs, that would not make the most amount of sense. Now, like I said, we need 5 waves to confirm that the low is in. After we get these 5 waves, these waves will complete this first wave right here, the white first wave, And I mean, I want to see this first wave get above the first wave high right here, but that does not have to happen. And also after we get this first wave, then you can expect a second wave move down, and then a third wave move up right here, which I will be able to give you a target zone for after we get the first wave, and then a fourth wave, and then a fifth wave. And these 5 waves will complete the main third wave of this cycle. Now, like I said many times, I'm not sure if we will get 5 waves in this cycle. I mean, it could be that maybe this is an A, B, C structure and we only get 3 waves, which is still okay because, you know, that means we can still do another 10x from where we're at right now, which in my opinion, it's fine to me. And we could easily break the previous all-time high right here, which is at $88. And like I said, no, I don't take this as the all-time high because I believe this is just market manipulation right here. And don't forget, this coin was also launched in the beginning of a bear market. Well, you know, Bitcoin did get a new all-time high right here, so that's why we had this pump. But when we did this right here, it was no longer altcoin season. So ICP has mostly been around for the bear market. It has not experienced a bull market yet, and I mean right now it is experiencing one. As you can see here, we still went up like 600%, and we are holding support levels in the second wave move down, so there is potential for ICP to go up a lot in this cycle, and there is the potential that we get 5 waves, which, I mean, that could put us at $138, maybe even higher. It all depends on what ICP wants to do, and also it all depends on the bulls. I'm also expecting an altcoin season very soon, and why is that? Well, if you look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, we just put in another all-time high for this cycle, and we are currently going up, and we are currently at 58.08%, 09%, which means that at some point we will have to top, because if you look at the daily chart, we have only gone up in the past 2 years, and you know, things cannot go up forever, and I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to top at somewhere between 59% and 60.3%. Now, I'm not sure if we will get to the 0.618 extension right here, because in the previous cycle we actually did not, and we were like 2.3% away from it when we topped right here. And if we want to do the exact same thing in this cycle, Bitcoin dominance needs to get to like 59%. Which is also 2.3% away from the 0.618 extension. Now, of course, we do not have to repeat exactly what happened over here, and we could easily go to the 0.618 extension or maybe even a bit higher, so we could get to like 61% dominance or 62%, but not higher than that. Then I'm expecting an altcoin season, and that altcoin season should look something like this over here. I don't know if you can remember, but in the previous cycle when we had this altcoin season, everyone went crazy, and you know, everyone including their mom actually bought crypto when this was happening. And then after it stopped, after Bitcoin dominance stopped going down, everyone stopped caring, and that's when Bitcoin topped right here. And after that, we had a bear market and Bitcoin dominance went up like it did in this previous cycle right here. Now, this altcoin season, this was a 45% drop in about 140 days. And I'm not saying that we will get the exact same percentages in this cycle, but in my opinion, I could see the Bitcoin dominance chart dropping like 35%, maybe even 40% in a matter of like 5 months. And that would put us at about, let's say, 37% dominance, maybe even a bit lower, maybe 35%, and that will be the best time for the altcoins to actually go in a third wave move up. And what do you know? Many altcoins actually need a third wave move up. ICP being one of them, and Cardano as well, and Uniswap, and Near Protocol, and Chainlink, and Dogecoin, and AVAX. You get the idea. There are many coins that need to go in a third wave move, and that's what our altcoin season is for. Now, don't forget, if we do top on the Bitcoin dominance chart, that does not mean that ICP needs to put in another low in the main second wave right here, because the most important thing for the Bitcoin dominance chart is actually Ethereum. And yeah, Ethereum is currently bleeding against Bitcoin because Bitcoin dominance is going up. But once Ethereum stops bleeding against Bitcoin and once Bitcoin dominance actually goes up, that's when we'll get the altcoin season. So I still think Bitcoin dominance will top by the end of the month, and what we're seeing right now is pretty much the last pump of this cycle for the Bitcoin dominance chart. I mean, we are almost overbought on the monthly chart. What does that say, If we get to that 60% level, we will 100% be overbought, and then we can expect a huge drop. By the way, this is not financial advice. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I'm still bullish on ICP, and I still believe altcoins have not had an altcoin season, and I mean, like I said, if you look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, when exactly did an altcoin season happen right here? I don't see it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out our memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts. Also, Gold members get personal altcoin analysis. So, for example, if you want us to cover a specific altcoin for you, we can do that. And yeah, check that out if you want. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.